Hello everyone, welcome to another lab session. Today we just finished our variables module and then we're going to start doing our lab tasks. And it is very important subject. It is the introduction to coding subject. We need to have very good understanding so we can implement this subject on the next following topics. And every coding language, almost any coding language, whenever you start learn, you're going to start with the variables. That is the main thing for our data holding. And today we will go again a small review about this subject, and then we will discuss about the syntax and how it works, and we will solve our task labs. Jundullah and Asya with us. Hi Jundullah, hi Asya.
Hello, Ozzy.
Hi everyone.
All right, let's start doing some very short review, all right, and then we can move on to questions. So, all right, again, the subject is variables. And the basic definition of variables is, anybody ask what is variable? Variable is basically a bucket. Okay, bucket. What is bucket? Why we are using the bucket? Bucket, we are using the bucket to hold something, right? To hold something. And in our Java, we're gonna use the variable concept, basically our bucket concept, to hold our data. Okay, so why we are doing that one? Because as you guys remember on the last examples, right, last classes, we just print something, right? We printed whatever inside the double quote, print hello, print h, whatever we need to print, we just print in the double quote. But how about if you want something changeable, right? Instead of keep writing, how about if you want a mechanism, we can just take it, printing right now, and I can just change the bucket, and then my print can change, right? And we're gonna use this concept all the time in the coding, and then in an application development as well, all right? So since we understood right now what variables is, the next thing we need to know, what is the syntax? All right, syntax, as you see in the screen, data type, we need to remember this one very well, okay? First data type, then variable name is equal sign, assignment sign, and then value and semicolon. This is our syntax. Let me repeat one more time. Data type, variable name, and value. Here's the tricky portion. What is the data type, right? And most of the languages, they don't have this data type structure. Java is strictly has this concept, all right? What is data type? What is representing? So basically, what Java does, Java, whenever we saving something in the memory, Java wants us to define the memory space first, okay? Some other languages is figuring out the space is automatically inside. All right, but Java specifically is telling us, asking us, okay, how much space you want me to open for in the memory so I can save your data. Basically, how big, how should be that bucket should be big? That is the question. Again, what was the variable? Bucket, holding the data. And right now, first thing with the defining the data type, we telling the Java, my bucket should be this size. Okay, that is our data type. And based on the integer, double, all the primitive types you guys learn, they have, the Java is opening different spaces in the memory. As you see here, for example, my A bucket, my B bucket, my C bucket is different sizes. And this size is defining based on the data type. Do you need to memorize the this data type memory space, how much is opening? No. We already show it in the class, you know, for example, int is this much bit, or this much byte, whatever. Do you need to memorize these? No, you don't need to know, okay? And in addition to that one, I can tell you, as you guys know, you know, like there are like a couple of primitives available, but we are using in our daily life, okay, in Java coding world, we are using mostly these data types. Integer for the, you know, like the strict numbers, like 23, 50, 10, whatever. Double for the floating numbers, which is 2.5. Boolean, true or false, and string, which is in the double quote. String, string is a little bit different concept. As you guys know, it is not primitive. We're gonna come back that one later, okay? So, but basically right now, mostly, you don't need to again confuse or stress out. Whenever you trying to solve a question, you don't need to stress out, oh, which one I'm gonna use? Am I gonna pick the byte? Am I gonna pick the integer? You don't need to stress out. Again, if it is a kind of like strict number, just no decimal numbers, you can just put integer and then move on, okay? These are the mostly used data types: integer, double, boolean, and string. And then we need to put our variable name. We will discuss the variable name rules, because do we need to put any name? Yes, we can choose any name, but if we follow the Java rules. And we will come back to that rules later. And then the next is equal to value. Equal to value. What it means, the value? Basically, what you are putting inside the bucket right now. As you see here, inside the A bucket, I have 23. This represents the value of the bucket, value of the variable. And I can change this one, right? I can go right now with 23. Next time I can make 50. Next time I can make 100. That is the variable concept. Bucket, it's holding a value, but I can change it whenever I want. I hope this concept is clear. And again, is important. It is the first step of the any coding languages and is important in the Java as well. All right. Okay. Right now we have two questions to kind of like go over whatever I explain and then practice. All right. We have the first question. Jundula, you want to go with the first question?
Yeah, Ozzy, I can go with that one.
All right. Let's explain the question and then please try to solve. Maybe you can again like use bucket structure and it might make more sense if we see something visually.
Okay, so let me read it first. What is the output of the following code? It says. So I see in the code it is creating three variables, integer A, B, and C, all of them in the same line. And then as the next step, it is assigning some values to A and B. So it is assigning A with 10 and B with 20. And then later, it says that C is equal to A and A is equal to B. So what it is doing, it is taking A and assigning inside the C, and it is taking B and assigning inside the A after the first one is done.
Yeah.
Then I see three system out printlns. So it is gonna print the value of A, B, and C, and I think these values are gonna be the new values.
Okay. So let's try to put this one in our bucket structure again, because yes, whatever you say is 100% correct, but is visualize is tough, right? Is challenge, specific if you are new to coding. Let's try to put in the bucket, because we know right now variable is a bucket holding the value, and let's see how these values are changing. This question is very important to understand what variable concept is. Again, because whenever variable we think is something changing, and let's see how it's changing right now, those values.
Okay, let me put three buckets here.
All right.
So for A, B, and C, let me write it. This one is for A. The other one is gonna be for B. And the last one is gonna be for C.
Basically, whenever we say integer A, B, C in the code, we created those buckets, but those buckets are empty right now. There's no value, but we declared the variable. We created the bucket in the memory, right?
Yes. So
all right.
This what I did here is only for the first line, integer A, B, and C. So that variable declaration. So I declared my variable, which is I created my buckets. So what I'm gonna do here is it is saying that A is gonna be equal to 10. So I need to put 10 inside the A. So let me do it.
Okay.
I will
so
say,
first we declare, then we initializing the value right now. Okay.
Yes. So I put 10 inside of the A, and the next one it says 20 is gonna be assigned to B, right? B is equal to 20.
How about C?
There's nothing inside the C.
There's nothing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna leave this part like this, and what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna copy all the buckets, paste here for the next step. So the next step says that C is equal to A, right? So which means I need to take the value inside of the A and assign it, which means put it inside the C. So I'm gonna copy the value, which is 10, and put it inside the C. But it doesn't mean that when I take that value from A, it's gonna be gone from there. It doesn't mean that. Both of them right now is gonna have the same value.
Basically, always we are taking from the right side to left side, right? Whenever we say C is equal to A, it means we're getting the A value, which is on the right side, and we are putting inside the C bucket, in the C variable.
Yes. Now I'm done with C is equal to A step, which is what I'm gonna do, which is the next step, right? So A is equal to B this time. So for that one, again, I need to take the value inside the B, which is on the right side, right? 20. And I need to put that one into A. So A is also gonna be 20. So I think this is the end result.
Yes.
So if I print this one, it's gonna print 20, 20, and 10.
It's very important. You mentioned already, and I want to repeat one more time. By the way, Jundul, also, can you please write on the right side the bucket which step we are doing? For example, C is equal to 10, so it can be more visible. So I just want to mention while Jundullah writing that one, I just want to mention which Jundullah's point. Jundullah says he got the 20, right? A is equal to B. He got the 20, he put inside the A bucket, and A is not 10 anymore. A is 20 right now. Basically, it's going to replace the value. Okay? We need to make sure this one. Don't forget, variable concept, it can hold only one value, one data, not more than one. Okay? So basically, the old value of the variable is gone, replaced with the new one. That is very important.
So yeah, I just put all the steps here actually, what we did.
Perfect.
Including the first two steps as well. So it's gonna be like this.
Perfect. All right, thanks so much, Nurullah. I think this was the very good presentation to understand exactly how the variables are working in the Java. Perfect. All right, Asiya. So I mentioned already in the beginning, our syntax is data type, variable name is equal to value. And Jundullah is trying to explain us how this, the data type and then the changing variable, the data is works. How about the variable's name? Can I just pick any variable name and I can just put in the Java?
Actually, we have rules for the variable names. So variable name can contain letters A to Z and all the numbers and $sign with the underscore. That means from all the special characters, we can only have $sign and underscore. But we have to start with the lowercase letter, and it can be started with the $sign and underscore, but we shouldn't start the variable with the numbers. And also, as I remember, we shouldn't put variable name with any Java reserved keywords like main, int, string. We can come up with the meaningful names for the variables.
Perfect. Okay, based on then the rules you mentioned, can you please go over these variables names, and can you please tell us which one is or are valid or not?
Yeah, sure. Let me go over one by one. The first one said 2-door knobs. So as I mentioned, we cannot start a variable with the numbers. So this is a invalid variable. Let me highlight it with the red color. And then second one is grade 6C. So this variable name started with letter and lowercase letter. That's match the rule. And it contains the number and uppercase as well. Also good. So this is a valid variable name. Let me highlight it with green color. Okay. Another one said my space uncle. So again, like space is a special character. We only have $sign and underscore. So we shouldn't have any other special character. And plus this started with the uppercase. So it doesn't match with the rule. Another one said end of line question mark. So it started with the lowercase, suitable for the rule, but it has this question mark at the end. So we shouldn't have question mark. It again only underscore and $sign. So this is also invalid variable name. And here VIN number. So we have a dash over there or minus sign. So this is also not matched with the rule. We cannot have any other special character than $sign and underscore. Plus it contains the, I think V is started with the uppercase. That's not also good, not good one. Another one said at percentage, exclamation mark and $sign C. So here we have two special characters extra that we shouldn't have in a variable. So this is also invalid variable name. And this one is first underscore name. So it starts with the lowercase, that's good one. And then we have underscore, that's also allowed. Name looks good too. So this is a valid variable name. Let me highlight with the green color. And this one, $12 energy man. So this angry man actually. This is also like, this starts with the $, that's allowed. It has a number right after, it's allowed as well. The others are lower and uppercase mixed letters. So this is also suitable for the rule. So this is also a valid variable name.
Just for clarification, for the starting, right?
Yes.
Junula, can we start with the lowercase and uppercase is different or not?
I think we can use both of them, right, Ozzy?
Yeah, we can use actually the capital one as well, starting, all right? And then
Okay.
specifically, I think we're gonna come back this one on the next classes as well. For the, for example, the constant variables, okay? Constant, for example, pi never changes, right? Always like 3.14. When we, like the creating variable for that one, we kind of like prefer to do all of them capital. So basically, capital starting is, like the valid. But as you mentioned, like the other stuff, like if you're starting with the number or the special character which is not allowed instead of the underscore and $, we cannot sign. We cannot start. But we can start with the capital or small letter. It's fine to starting.
Okay.
All right, perfect. I think this is a very nice 2 tasks you guys did, and then we review everything about the variables. I hope everything is more clear right now, and then we will have more tasks you guys can practice, and then you can digest the subject perfectly. And we will see you guys on the next lab. Thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye everyone.